Hi everyone, Richard Payne here from Keller Williams Realty in Halifax, Nova Scotia on a gloriously sunny day. Still plenty of snow, but gloriously sunny. How do you make your offer more attractive? That's one of the questions. How are you going to make sure that your offer is the one that's going to get accepted by the sellers? Because the sellers have potentially got lots of interest, lots of marketing, lots of open houses, lots of people who are thinking of buying it. So how do you make yours more attractive? Well, here's a little suggestion for you. Maybe you go and get pre-approved for financing. A lot of people are going out there and looking at properties and they're not really in the stage where they actually know how much they could afford. So if you don't know how much you can afford, how do you know how much you can buy the property for? So you're all done, you're really excited, you've found the property, this is it, you're moving in, the kids maybe are there and they've chosen the bedrooms and you know that this is the home for you. My advice, get the pre-approval beforehand. That way you're not shopping for a Porsche when actually what you can actually buy is more like a Ford. And that's one of the key things you've got to do is, you can get amazing homes at all the different price levels in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You just need to know which is the one that you're actually going to focus on so you can actually afford it. Because one of the things that you're going to do when you submit an offer on a property is you're going to have a financing clause in there. Well, if you're pre-approved, you can either omit the whole financing clause and actually rely just on some of the other clauses because you're going to need to get the building inspection and you're going to want lawyer approval. So maybe you can actually submit it without the financing clause and fall back on one of the other ones. Or maybe you can shorten that whole timescale to make it more attractive to the seller because you're pre-approved. All you've got to do is give them the details and the bank goes, yep, done, fine, no problem. Whereas other people are going, oh no, we've got to go and get financing and we don't know how much it's going to cost. So, maybe that's one of those things. Sellers will be missing the buyers and also the buyers will be missing on the properties because maybe their offer isn't the best. So, you've got to make sure that our advice, get the pre-approval. It doesn't take too long. It gives you a much, much better idea as to what you can actually go and afford. Gets the affordability in there as well because there's no point living in a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 home when all of a sudden you realize you can't pay for it. So, that's about the budgeting, making sure you can take care of everything. So that's it for today. Richard Payne here from Keller Williams Real Estate here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. If you want to get hold of me, richard@richardpayne.ca or 902-489-1804 because as always, we're here to make your real estate simple.